Hey everyone, welcome to the Captain Drone YouTube channel. My name is Steve and this would be the SUB250 DOLLYFLY 25 version 2. As you can see, it is a very glowy drone and it is under 249 grams even with the battery. Up front there's a DJI O4 Pro camera with absolutely no jello because there's a dampening system in the forward section, so you'll see in all my video there's no jello. Back here we're rocking an M10 GPS unit for GPS rescue. The props on this baby are HQ props and they are 2.5 inches and they are tri-blades. Now it is a pretty powerful quad because it's 4S powered, so the battery they recommend is a 720 milliamp hour 4S LiPo battery like the one I have in my hand here. And this battery powers everything on the quad, the camera system, the transmission system, pretty much everything, the ESCs, the power supply, the glowy lights, the motors. And speaking of the brushless motors, they are 1404 brushless motors at 45,000 kV. And in my flight test, using the 720 milliamp hour 4S LiPo battery and this quad and flying pretty relaxed, I can get 6 minutes of flight time. Now what I want to show you is my early morning flight test with this baby. You know, the sun was just coming up and I took it out for a flight, so you're going to see some pretty cool footage. Then I'm going to test out how noisy are these props? How noisy is this quad? So I'll do that test. Then since there's a GPS in here, I can see the speed in my FPV goggles, so I did a quick little speed test. And also, since there is a GPS, I did a GPS return to home test. Then I'll show you the unboxing, then come back to me for positives and negatives. There we go. All right, a beautiful, beautiful morning in my area. It's very cold, it's fall weather. The sun is just coming up. We've got some fog on the rivers, everything. I'm gonna take the DOLLYFLY V2 out for a maiden flight. Here we go. Now, of course, behind me, it's very quiet and there's people out there enjoying the quietness, but I can hear people shooting rifles every now and then because it is hunting season. I'm gonna break that quietness with this little guy. Got a little glowing going on here, and let's plop it down and go fly.
Flight mode acro.
Here we go.
Armed.
And let's go. Missed that tree. And let's head out to the water here. I just want to see all this little, what you call it, mist off the water. That is because it is pretty darn cold outside and the water is at a different temperature. Let's fly over here. There we go. You can see it in the distance, the mist. But you can look this way, you can see the mist, and if I look back this way, there you go, you can see it extends all the way down there. It's starting to warm up because the sun is coming up. Now, you'd never imagine the sun was coming up the way I'm showing the scenery here. That's because the sun is this way. Let's go around to this area. And we have massive cloud cover. So we're gonna fly today in the dark with all this cloud cover. Let's come on down and check things out. How is this DJI O4 Pro camera responding with all this darkness? Is it showing a lot of, you know, a lot of grain in the image, or does everything look well? There's a little island down here, rocks, because our water is pretty low right now at this time of the year. And then come on back this way to our beach. Go over here. So the funny thing is, I'm talking about, you know, the weather, the environment, the lighting, and I haven't even talked about the drone, which tells me this thing is amazing because I haven't even noticed it. I'm flying it. This is a maiden flight. It feels 100% perfectly normal to me flying this thing. Like, it feels as it should, like any other drone I own. This is a very good exploration type quad. Here, let's go just do some little flippies here. Let's look this way. Look at the sun and then spin slow. Come back. Let's try a backwards flip.
2 minutes.
Look at that. It's incredible. This thing's really good. It's one of those quads you're going to feel right at home with the very first time you try it. Let's come on back along the water here. I can hear Canada geese up above. I go up, there they are right there. I'll go to the side of them. They'll go around me. There we are. Hey, Canada geese. I'll just stay low so we can catch them. They are going to head south to United States. I'll just let them go and I'll head back this way. Dive down through the trees. Now I'm flying behind me and I'm going to fly through the forested area here, so I'll just slow it down and we'll see if the reception is good. So let's go like this through the trees. Yeah, no problem. If this was super bright sunny out, this would look incredibly brightly colored. Can I get through this? This is gonna be a little scary. You might have to pop up if I start hearing complaining about reception. Oh, look at, still going. This is behind me. And then come on back this way. Here comes some cars coming, which are probably freaking out. There's like this glowy thing in front of them. That would scare me if I was driving a car. All right, let's bring this baby back. I'm having too much fun with it. Coming down nice and slow. It should be nice and glowy. That's close enough, right there. So all in all, for a maiden flight, it feels perfectly natural right at home, just like any other quad. It's a joy to fly. So yeah, thumbs up. All right, we have the SUB250 down here, the DOLLYFLY, and let's do a prop noise test.
Armed.
Take her up. So this has a bit of volume to it. I'm not worried about getting close to it because it does have the prop guards. Yeah, there it is right there. It is like, it's a little noisy, a little whiny. Let's bring it down. All right, I've got 10 sats. I'll show you my display when I'm flying.
Flight mode acro.
Here we go. And I'll just show you where I am. Come on this way. You can see little kids out there. I'm just going to come around this way. And I'll show you where I am. I'm all the way back here. We have our beautiful fiery trees. And I'm taking this nice and slow. I'm going to come over the trees. If it was bright, sunny, it would look really awesome. And this is where I'm going to do the speed test. So I'm just going to go this way and head back to the school. So as I'm going this way, take a look at the speed. It's a GPS speed. I've placed it on the screen. I'll probably get a low battery when I gun it, but here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 70, I'm in the 70s. That's about it. You know, I could dive and go faster. That's 70s in the kilometers. So, yeah, if you dive, you'll go faster. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm getting a low battery now because I'm sucking the battery. This is not designed for super fast speed. I'd have to really tilt the camera up to get super fast speed out of it. It is more for cruising around and exploring. And speaking of exploring, here's the guys over here at the field. Oh, they're waving at me. Let's see, I'll come around. There we go. I'll come a little closer. I don't want to kill them. Reach out and touch the quad. All right, I'm coming down for a landing. Bring it back. All right, the sun's gone out even more. It's getting more dull, but I'm going to do a GPS rescue test. I'm going to take off from a landing pad. You can see it. My other camera's filming the takeoff landing pad. Hit GPS rescue in flight. See if it comes back close to that landing pad. Here we go. Just to let you know, I have 13 satellites. And here we go. Going up. So all I do is I fly out this way. I'll go way over here. See, I have little kitties all the way on the field there, so I have to stay away from them. But I'm going to head out this way, someplace over here. Maybe on this path over here. All right. You can see an arrow on my screen pointing back to where home is. And I just go this way, and let's see if it comes back. On the count of 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. GPS rescue on. It makes a lot of weird sounds. I don't know where it's going, but I'm going to go and... that is the weirdest sounding GPS rescue. Go over here and see if it comes down. Okay, it's someplace above. Here we go. That makes the weirdest sound. I'm trying to look at it. It's coming down fast. Oh, that's fast. So that GPS rescue just slams your quad into the ground. So that's got to be adjusted because that is much too fast. Good thing it landed on grass and I wasn't on pavement or anything like that.
Well, just my first look at this DOLLYFLY. Very nice. V2 version, right? I like the color. I like the little alien design. How well does it fly, Steve? You'll have to tell me. And yeah.
Yeah,
nice
it flies good for exploring.
Looks good. Very small GPS on this. It must be a new model.
Do you like the way the antennas are?
Yeah, I like it. It's very alien-like. Yeah, and I like the teal color. It's very nice.
And what about the DJI system? It's in
Wow,
sideways.
DJI is always nice. Yes,
it's in sideways.
Okay, I've seen that before. They've done that before, didn't they?
Yeah, so if you look at the bottom, that's where the micro SD card goes.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Good design, good design.
Nice.
And lights, nice. Yeah, very nice. I like it. I like the looks of it.
Here we have the box the drone is shipped in. The specifications of the drone I used in this video review are shown here. The DOLLYFLY 25 version 2 arrives fully assembled, ready to fly. You'll notice that the top portion is fully made out of carbon fiber and the bottom portion, the prop guards, is fully made out of plastic. If you desire, you can remove the prop guards and you'll have a very tiny, really cool looking quad. The fact that they installed the DJI 04 Pro system in the nose and they put it in sideways means you have access to it from the top or the bottom. 3 items I want to point out on the rear of the drone. First, you have the USB-C input for the flight controller in case you want to connect it to Betaflight Configurator. Next, you have the XT30 battery connector, and finally you have the GPS unit on the tail. If you look through the frame, you can see part of the flight controller, which is a Red Fox A3 flight controller. Additional items in the box include a spare set of props. A spare black canopy is also included just in case you want to change the color from green to black. You also receive a spare battery strap and an ND filter for the DJI 04 Pro camera system. Spare screws, nuts and bolts are included, as well as a tool. 2 battery grips are included. Place one on top of the drone so that it holds the battery in place. An LED light strip is also included. Just remove the prop guards off the drone and you'll see this cable. This is what you plug the light strip into. Once installed, your LED light strip will glow once you plug the battery in. You can see how I installed mine here. You can install yours any way you desire. Spare rubber jello grommets are also included, as well as sticker sheets of SUB250 drones. Now please note, if you use the recommended battery that I showed in this video and you install the light strip, well then your little drone is over 249 grams. If desired, you can use a smaller capacity battery, and this will keep your drone under 249 grams. But most people would just use the recommended battery and just remove the prop guards, and then you'll be under 249 grams. Alright, you're back to me, and I'm going to show you quickly how to adjust the GPS return to home in this unit, just in case yours arrives and it does the same thing as mine. Watch this. Now it's a little dark in here because I had to turn off lights because I have a laptop right here, and I have a USB cable coming out of the laptop, and I'm going to plug it into our quad into the Betaflight Configurator flight controller port. It's plugged in. You'll know you did it properly because on the back you will see a little red light flashing. You may see it or may not see it in there. That's providing power to the flight controller. Then if you look at my laptop, as I move my quad around here, you can see the quad on the screen moves. So if you go over to the side of the screen, you'll find one item that says GPS right here. You don't want that. You want the one that says failsafe. So click on failsafe. So basically what it's saying right here is failsafe. Failsafe is when you lose communication with the drone, it goes into failsafe. What do you want it to do? Fall out of the sky or come back to you? So over on the side of the screen, you always want to have a GPS rescue. So in other words, when you lose communication, it goes into GPS rescue. And then you can set all your parameters. What do you want the drone to do? How high do you want it to climb? What altitude to climb to? How fast? How slow? How fast do you want it to fly back to you? And then when you get down to descent distance, 20 meters. So when it's around 20 meters away, it's coming down, and descent rate right there, meters per second right there. See where it says 1.5? You might want to slow that down a little bit. So let's go down to just 1 for now. It's a little bit of trial and error. You try it, you see how it works. If it doesn't work well, adjust it again. These ones are very scary, the throttle minimum and maximum, because if you don't get those right, then it might not have enough power to come down at the speed you want. So those you might have to play with too. I don't know what the number should be for this quad, but somebody does. Anyways, that's basically what you do, and you go over here and you save and you reboot. That's it. Few more things to tell you that some people may not realize. It is a DJI camera up front, and DJI cameras only work with DJI FPV goggles. So you really need the Goggles 3 or the Goggles N3 for the best video reception. On the rear, I have an ELRS 2.4 gigahertz antenna, so I flew it using my Radiomaster TX15, which is an ELRS radio. I always get a lot of people in the DJI world who only have this remote. Honestly, if you only have this remote, you really want to consider upgrading to an ELRS remote. But if this is all you have, you can use it with this quad. But you have to get the right version when you order it. So when you look on the website, you have to order the 04 Pro version with GPS. That is PNP, plug and play. That's the version you want. Then it will work with this remote and your DJI goggles. If you get the ELRS version, good luck trying to get it to work with that remote. So at this point in the video, people always ask me if I have any negatives on this quad. The only negative I can come up with was the return to home, GPS return to home. It comes down too fast, but you saw I just fixed it right here on the laptop, so it's not really a negative. So just make sure if you're flying this your very first time and you initiate GPS return to home, or you fly too far away, you lose signal, it comes back, GPS return home, just make sure you're not on pavement or concrete, because it may come down really fast and crack something. But if you're on grass, it's perfectly fine. Now for positives, I will say this is an everything cinematic quad. What does that mean? That means if this is the only quad you bring to the field, you're going to enjoy it because it does everything. Everything you need it to do. If you want to go long range, you want to do freestyle, you want to fly through things, you want to fly slow, you want to fly fast, it does it all, and it does it really well. And it has the prop guards and the glowy lights to make everything great. And that DJI 04 system with no jello makes the video bonus. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the flight time is not bad for the battery. So I've got the 720 on it. You can put something higher on it, if like an 850, and get even more flight time, and it will fly just the same. It's totally up to you. But everything I mentioned is true of the SUB250 DOLLYFLY. The first version was really good, and now version 2 is even better, so you can't go wrong with this quad. But the fact it's so good, it does come at a premium price. So I'm going to put links below to where you can find this on the website, and you can check out the price for your country. So with all that said, if you have questions on this quad, post your questions below and I'll get back to you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that very much. And if you're wondering if I have any more FPV drone reviews coming up, because I've made so many, well, I might have 1, 2, or 3 more that I gotta get out before Christmas, so you're gonna see them coming up. Till then, I say thanks for watching and bye!